Good day to all my fellow Malaysians. I'm Shashi Kumar here. On my previous video, I have shared supporting facts and evidence that Venezuelan schools are not the distraction or barrier towards unity in Malaysia. The destruction of unity among Malaysians is caused only by two factors: preachers and politicians. Why do I say this? Because these both parties are the one who is in charge and controls the majority race in the country and plays a very important vital role in Malaysian administration. Here I am going to prove to you how these Mualaf preachers have been insulting, condemning, manipulating and misinterpreting other faiths and beliefs continuously, publicly in social medias. As someone who believes in the rule of law, I personally lodged police reports and assisted the police with entire compilations of proof and evidence, but till today there were no actions taken. Thousands of police reports been lodged against some individuals over the years, but yet no actions taken. As I believe in our constitution, I handed over a memorandum together with supporting documents to 7 relevant ministries in October 2018, hoping that some actions would be taken against these fanatics and extremists whom are jeopardizing and destroying the unity and harmony of this beautiful multicultural, multiracial and multi-religious society, but the results were to my greatest disappointment. I went through 3 governments, BN, PH and PN, but all of them just ignored the matter. Then again, many non-Muslims has been arrested within 24 hours over the years for insulting Islam or the Prophet in their Facebook postings. I have spoken to some whom has been arrested before. They told me that they were provoked as their religion were insulted and challenged, which made them to react emotionally and lead them to their arrest. For an example, a 68-year-old man who was arrested for insulting Islam. What made the senior citizen to do such a thing after all these years of his life? Think about it. These Mualaf preachers have thousands of supporters with good connections and network and well known to many politicians. I have confronted them before, but I was warned that I am interfering in Islam matters and labelled me as Kafe Harbi. How is that when they insult other faiths and beliefs, and when we question them, they label us as against Islam or enemies of Islam? They have created this narrative that Islam is under attack and threat, and they are the heroes who are taking the risk, fighting against all the attacks and protecting Islam from the kafirs. This is how they play victim and create sympathy to get all the support. This is called narrative building. A made-up story which is repeated every single day to make it true and believed by all. This is a simple psychology created to fool the people in believing them. Now, who is attacking who? They are very much comfortable in addressing the non-Muslims as kafirs or not yet a Muslim, statue worshippers or cow worshippers. Anyone who questions them, they will publish their pictures and names in their social media postings as someone whom is connected with LTTE, RSS or connect you with a terrorist group. I went to Jakim personally and reported about them, but they were not bothered, neither interested. But here Jakim is complaining that Islam is being insulted by the non-Muslims. But they themselves are not interested to investigate and get to the root cause of the problem, but merely rather play ignorant on the truth. These Mualaf were Hindus, Buddhists or Christians before they converted to Islam. But why are they using the platform as Muslim preachers to attack on other religion? Is this a revenge, as they were not happy with their birth religion due to their own poor understanding? What is their intention or modus operandi? This problem should be handled by Jakim or religious NGO bodies, as these Mualaf preachers has created a negative image and perception towards Islam itself. By the way, who are they to talk about other faiths and beliefs? Who gave them the authority and what rights do they have, as it's not your religion or practice or towards your understanding? To understand a religion in depth, you need to go for religious class, not cherry picking on verses. And these people supposed to be preaching what is Islam all about and the goodness of Islam. A quote from a famous preacher whom is banned by many countries around the world but welcome here in Malaysia. His quote is as follows: "It is better to have a corrupted Muslim leader than a non-corrupted non-Muslim leader." Isn't he condoning and supporting corruption? Isn't this instigating and causing hatred and disunity? They are also against Muslims joining festive season or cultural activities by other races and claims is haram. So now who is breaking the unity here? Do you know why Singapore bans these kind of preachers from preaching and put them into jail? Because they know for a fact that this will break the unity and harmony of the nation and create a negative image of the nation around the world, which could bring down the foreign investment or investors into the nation and its economy. We never had these problems during the 80s and 90s. The bonding between the races was so strong and united. But why now? We can see extremists and fanatics seems to be allowed or welcome in this country by the government. Is this because Islam is the official religion and they are free to do as they wish? What happened to the 5 pillars of the country? Why these national principles are not being followed and respected? No non-Muslim MPs or ministers would dare to speak on it or bring it up, as they would be labelled as anti-Islam or anti-Melayu. But I don't see any Malay MPs or ministers either voicing out on the matter that it's wrong or against Islam itself to condemn or insult other faiths and beliefs. What is human rights bodies such as SUAKAM doing about it? And same goes to the Malaysian Consultative of Councils. What are they doing about it? I'm willing to take up any challenges or debate on this matter, and anyone can interview me as I have pile of evidence and videos to prove it. We don't want to see Malaysia turned into a Taliban state by these people. This is a violation of human rights and discrimination towards other faiths and beliefs, which is protected by the Federal Constitution of Malaysia, Article 8 and Article 11. We don't want such a double standard law enforcement in this country. Do share my video. Give your support if you want to make a change. Being ignorant is our loss.